Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JD and today I'm doing a plan with me video in my HB90 Method planner. Now I have the A5 Monday Start that I have printed out myself on my own A5 paper, and I went ahead and hole punched it. So the next thing I like to do is pick out some washi tape that I use on the bottom and the top of the pages for the rest of the week, and I just go through and I put some on the pages, and then I use that little yellow later on. After I get the washi tape on my pages, I like to go through, and I usually have my iPad or my computer nearby to look at my Google Calendar, because as I go throughout my week, my Google Calendar is the first place new appointments get put. I juggle a lot of different appointments throughout the week between my kids each have different therapies and school appointments, and then on top of that we have our normal doctors and dentists and all the other fun appointments we have to keep up with throughout the week. And because of our schedules and everything else going on, a lot of these appointments get moved around a lot. So I always have my phone on me, so I keep track of those appointments through Google Calendar, and then I can easily transfer them over to my paper planners as I need to. Now this week is the holiday week, so the kids are out of school Monday and Tuesday. I have a number of different appointments for me, and what I like to do is I like to put these on my paper calendar first, because that's what's going to decide how much work and how much time I have for my work later on. Now I also like to add in information like whether or not it's a full or new moon, birthdays, my planning time, and my fun little reminders like refilling my pill box and whatnot. So a lot of times I will go through my stickers and just pull out things that kind of call to me that individual week. I really need to get a better system for organizing my stickers. I have them in all these different notebooks and sticker books, and a lot of them are just loose floating around as well. I have too many, but I do enjoy them. Now after I get my stickers in, I might put a few in to decorate and kind of fill out my spread a little bit. And then on the bottom, this is something I've started this week, is I kind of lay out all the different social media posts that I want to make for the week, whether it's posting a vlog or posting to Instagram or even blog posts or filming the vlogs and stuff like that. I want to kind of amp up my social media presence, especially on Instagram and YouTube. So I'm just kind of trying this out to see how it goes. Now, after I have gotten all that set, I move back to my tasks page. Now this is kind of one of those key parts of the HB90 system where I have chosen 3 different goals to work on, and my 3 different goals relate to my health, my writing, and my social media. On this task page, I write down all the different tasks that I want to try to accomplish this week. Now there's a pretty good chance I'm probably not going to get all of these done, but I'm certainly going to try. Moving on to the next part of the planning system is working out the task blocks. Now, this page of the planner, you get 2 of them early in the goal setting section, but I like to go ahead and print one out for each week to kind of work on it, since my week is so flexible and changes up from week to week. I don't have a set amount of time in regards to task blocks. It really varies from week to week. As you can kind of see here, I'm graying out the blocks that I know that I cannot do any work. So usually these are I'm driving, or I'm in the middle of an doctor's appointment, or I have to be present for my kids, like during our morning routine or bedtime routines. The blocks that I outline in blue are usually blocks where I'm out with my kids, but we're at an appointment, like a martial arts class, where I'm sitting on the side. I can do a task like checking social media, checking email, or reading, or even handwriting in my notebook. Green blocks I set aside for health or meals, or sometimes household tasks that kind of relate to my first goal. And here I just kind of like to outline it so I can and label things so I know what I'm doing. So this is where things get tricky for me, trying to figure out which and where I can kind of fit my work in, and how many task blocks I actually have available each week. Now, a task block is about 30 minutes of time. Usually I work for 20 to 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break before starting the next task. I also try to, on my task page, block out the tasks that only take about 30 minutes, or group together things like writing a chapter of my book might take 5 tasks blocks. And so this is where the second page comes in. It's trying to estimate my time so then I can properly figure out how long something's going to take to do and how much I can realistically do in a week. So here I've gone through and I've estimated all my task blocks, and it comes to 120, but when you look at the other block page, I only have 87 available. So that's where I'm still learning to estimate my time and kind of trying not to overextend myself. Now, as the week progresses, I will mark off the task blocks as I use them, and then at the end of the week, tally all my task blocks to see how many I actually used. And then those totals will help me estimate for the week after that, and so on and so on. Now I'm going through and going ahead and putting washi tape on all my daily pages, just so that way I can get it done, and that way they look pretty and I don't have to take time out of my busy weekdays to do that. So it's a draw. I like decorating them as I go, but at the same time, I don't always have time to do that. And they always just kind of feel a little blah when I don't. So taking the time out of my week to get it done first really helps. So next I'm setting up my dailies. Now I get the dailies word from a gaming term that my mom uses with WoW a lot, She has daily quests that she has to fulfill. And that's kind of how I see these tasks. These are things that I want to get done every day. They're things like daily movement, my daily tarot spread, making sure I check into my socials once a day, journaling, reading, and making sure I get to do at least 1 or 2 writing sprints to get my words in for the day. I find these are helpful to check them off and have them there to remind myself to do them, because I've found that if I don't write them out, even though I'm doing them every day, I will forget them if I don't write them down. So like if I have a bad flare, I might not get to all of them on that particular day, but if I don't have them already written down, then I won't do any of them. And so that's not very helpful for me. I've thought about maybe ordering a custom sticker so I don't have to write it out every day, but I just haven't gotten to it just yet. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just use some sticky notes to make a reminder for myself just of some key important things I need to remember on my busiest days this week. This just helps me from having to white out a whole page, because I don't like doing my daily pages until the day of, or even maybe the night before. I hope you've enjoyed this plan with me, and yeah, it's been fun. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week. Peace, love, and happy writing, y'all.